Huddle up, you big back wide receivers. Today we are cooking some chicken stew. Now, better known in Louisiana as ash potato stew. Now, this is something that we cook in a 337 of Louisiana, baby. If you ain't never had it or heard of it, I'm about to show you how to cook it. And this has chicken, sausage, shrimp, potatoes, and eggs. Now, first you're going to take your clean chicken, wash it, go ahead and clean it up, pat it dry, hit it with some Cajun seasoning. I do Cajun seasoning, I do Tony's, garlic powder, I do onion powder, paprika, and I hit it with some cayenne pepper. Now, sometimes, most times, or whenever times, when I'm feeling a little festive, I put my Kinder season on there too, just to give it that little extra flavor. But while we here, before I give you the rest of these, I need you to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Like the video right now. I need you to comment. I need you to share these, okay? Go tell a friend to tell a friend that I'm dropping that fire on this channel, okay? And if you are not following your girl on Facebook, I need you to go do that. Javacia Guide. Go find me. I post pictures. I post recipes on that too. And if you're not following me on TikTok, go find your girl, Louisiana Plated. I'm all on there, okay? Okay, now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dogs and cats, back to the regular scheduled program. And here I'm just making sure my chicken is heavily seasoned, because we don't want no pale chicken, y'all. We need this chicken to bring that flavor in that stew once we put it all together. Now, most people don't bake their chicken, but I like to bake mine because I got trust issues, okay? I need to make sure my chicken is done. So I bake my chicken on 400 degrees until it gets that nice golden brown on the outside, and then my chicken is done, but not too much done, okay? Because once our stew and everything gets a boiling, we have to drop that in there. But we don't want to overcook our chicken. That way it's all dry and everything like that. That's not what we that's not what we want to do, okay? So just make sure every crease, everything is all creased up. Once you have seasoned your chicken, and I need you to rub that in real good, like you be rubbing that lotion in your rolls, okay? We don't need no chicken left behind. Make sure you season up that chicken real good. Because just think about it. If I season my chicken before I bake it, and if I season my stew, like the actual stew, the gravy, the broth, whatever you want to call it, once I mesh that together, you know how good that's going to taste? And make sure you're washing your hands, because you want no salmonella. Okay? Once your chicken is done with the season, this is how it looks. Now, I also put a little water at the bottom of the pan just to keep my chicken moisturized, okay? So now we're going to get us a pot. Of course, I had to bring out the Magnalite, baby. Go ahead on and fill you some water up in your pot. And I just filled it up probably about halfway with some water. Let's get that fire rolling. So now we're going to work on our stew. As we do that, now this typically depends on how much stew you are cooking. I am cooking a lot because I have a lot of kids. And you know what? I need this stew to last a couple of days, baby, because I'm not going to be cooking every day. Okay, so we need this to work. Let me know, cousins, how many times do you cook a week? I guess it just depends like how big your family is. But y'all, I cook a lot. I'm really trying to teach my girls the point to where they can know how to cook, but they be acting like they so scared of the kitchen, baby. I need you to get up in there and get in the field and get to work, okay? Our water is boiling a little bit. We're going to add in our Holy Trinity, which is our onion, our bell pepper, our celery. All this in that is already cut up. I didn't cut it up. I'm not even going to lie. I'm not even going to hold you. And no, I did not make the roux from scratch. So once we got our water boiling and we add our onions and our bell peppers and everything, our Holy Trinity, and if you want to add some garlic, you can do that also. We're going to add in our roux. Now with roux, you have to let this cook, okay? And you got to season it up. You don't want your stew to taste just like roux, because it's going to taste like rubber bands. So I need you to season it up. Season it up with the same thing you season with your chicken with. So use your Tony's or whatever Creole seasoning you like, garlic powder, onion powder, cayenne pepper, paprika. Okay, make sure you season this, but don't go too hard now because don't forget we have our chicken. Okay, that's also seasoned. You don't want to over season your food. And what I also do, I add my smoked sausage in while my stew is going just to kind of give it that flavor. Now that our chicken is done, we're going to add our chicken to our pot. That way all our flavors can mesh together. Now be careful. Make sure that your chicken is done when you take it out the oven because we're going to let our stew go, but we don't want it to go too much to where we cooking all the chicken off the bone, okay? And then it's going to turn into cat food. So just go ahead on and add your chicken to your pot where we got our smoked sausage and our stew going and everything like that. And now will be the perfect time also to check to see if your food is seasoned. You need to make sure that little root taste is out of there because you don't want to eat no knuckles because that's what it's going to taste like. So go ahead on and add in your chicken. Let all our flavors mesh together. Give it a nice little stir. And baby, let me tell you one thing. When you see somebody in Louisiana pull out that Magnalite pie, you know it's about to go down. Okay, so now that we got our chicken and our sausage going, go ahead on and cut up your potatoes. Remember, not too small. And cut up those potatoes to where they're all, they're all like the same size. That's where they all cooking at the same time. They'll be done at the same time. Okay, so go ahead on. We're going to let our chicken. We're going to let our smoked sausage. Now we're going to let our potatoes go ahead on and cook. And then once we have done that, we have another task to do. But remember to watch your stew. Do not have this stove on high. We need this on like a medium high heat or like a medium, because right now basically all we are doing are waiting for the potatoes to boil inside the stew. Now, if you know, if you country, if you're 337 Louisiana, in our stews you got to add in that boiled egg. So once you gonna add in the boiled egg once everything is done. Okay, because we just need the boiled egg to pick up a little flavor. And this is how it turned out, y'all. Chicken stew, or like what my grandmother would typically say, our mashed potato stew. Okay, if you never had it this way, I don't know what to tell you, baby. You're missing out. This is real simple to cook, and this is something that stretches, and y'all, it really don't cost this much. I did my chicken stew with sweet peas and potato salad to feed a big old family. Now, if you haven't already, go check out my children's book on Amazon, Lil Chef, Big Flavor. Go ahead on and order it right now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. With your big old bag. Huddle up.